Thank you very much. That's the only gag I got, all right? I'm up against Asim. Thank you so much. This is really, really surreal. Mainly because I do like to think of myself as young. I shaved and everything today. No, honestly, to receive an honor like this from a room full of your peers whose creativity you respect so much is a tremendous honor. To receive it from the late, great Maverick and his family, Richard Harris, makes it even more incredible. And as a cherry on the cake, I guess, I just celebrated my birthday a couple of days ago, and it's the sweetest present I can ever think of, so thank you. But, like an aging man approaches his birthdays, I'm approaching this accolade with a weird mixture of celebration and suspicion. Because it's nice in one way, you look back and it's like, wow, the years are going by, But it's also kind of messed up because it's like the years are going by. And I don't know, I guess I want to just take this as encouragement of what's to come, rather than a reward from what's already gone past. And what's gone past for me is a tremendous amount of support from a lot of people in this room and in this community to give me the space to grow and learn. And I hope to do this justice by continuing down that path of trying to push myself. There was a highlight reel of some of my clips, so I'm going to give you a highlight reel of some thanks. I'm going to miss some people out. But I want to thank my teachers for telling me that if I wanted to mess around in a classroom, I would get expelled. But if I mess around on stage, I might get a round of applause, and that sounded like a good deal to me. I want to thank the West End theatre producer, Thelma Holt, right? Who saw me in a play at university, found out I couldn't afford drama school, even though I had a scholarship, and went up to me and said, darling, write a sick-making thank you letter to T. Hesketh in Devon. I've got you the money. Handed me a check for $2,000. And changed my life. T. Hesketh, I've never met you, but I love you, man. Man, I want to thank Rob Clear, my drama school teacher at Central, who kept pushing me, and I mean that literally. He would grab me and push me up against the wall at times to dig deeper. Michael Winterbottom, who gave me my first break and taught me that everything is a part of the work. Everything in life. And the way he taught me that was by filming me in close-up while I threw up over the side of a cliff in Afghanistan and put it in the film. And I just had straight-up food poisoning. People are like, that's your best scene. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Michael. His co-director, Matt Whitecross, and also Eran Creevy, who paid me to direct my first music video. Best deal I've ever had. And of course, Post 9/11 Blues opened so many doors for me, not least for Shifty. Thank you, Eran, for that. And also connected me to Chris Morris, who taught me up close that the real geniuses are not assholes. They're really fun to be around. I want to thank Tessa Ross for greenlighting those films that gave me a break. I want to thank Eva Yates for being a journeywoman on this journey with me. We both started out. My first film, she was a runner on set. I Road to Guantanamo. You made my dream come true by letting me make Mughal Mowgli. Thank you so much. Kate Bryden, my longtime UK acting agent. I love you. Thank you for walking down this road with me for so long. And my longest standing film collaborator with whom I've never actually made a film, Yann Demange. Thank you. There's too many people to mention, but listen, most of all, I want to thank, and I hope you'll humor me, I know I'm going on a little bit, I want to thank my family. My family who taught me everything there is to know about storytelling and acting. I want to thank my wife for teaching me that to tell a story is to open your heart. I want to thank my sister for just being so dramatic. Love you. I want to thank my brother who's faced down so many demons for me, both real and imagined. I want to thank my brother for teaching me what it is to be brave. And I want to thank my parents who taught me every day through example what it is to tell a story, what it is to act. And the way they showed me this was every day, 5 times a day, they would stand before the creator, before creativity itself, and empty themselves of ego, and let something bigger than themselves and other than themselves take its place. And that's what it is to tell a story. And what does take its place? What takes its place is that fundamental need to connect, that recognition of our interconnection, and that realization that actually we are all just one. And you know what? I'm often put in a strange position of talking about representation and race and identity, but really what I'm talking about, I feel, really why we're all doing this, I feel, is because of this fundamental truth that we are all one. Like, I know I'm sounding like maybe I've had too many mango lassi vodkas or whatever at this point. You would not believe how many empty glasses there are under this podium. You must be hammered already. But think about it, like, that's why stories work. That's why I can sit at home watching a film, by the end of it be in tears and go, I am Dame Judi Dench right now. That's me. That's how stories work for audiences. That's how they work for actors. That's how acting works. It's this profound spiritual body swap technology, right? That puts us into someone else's experiences, because underneath the differences that separate us, we all have the same well of emotions that we draw from. The fundamental truth under each story is there's no us and them, there's just us. And so it's incumbent on all of us who hold stories dear, who believe in the power of stories to remind us of this truth, and believe in their purpose to prove this truth, to battle all those stories that tell us a lie, that there is a us and a them. I'm not talking about race, I'm not talking about representation, I'm talking about stories, I'm talking about oneness, and that's what's bringing us all here today. You best know, no one is in the British independent film industry for the money. Everyone in this room has had their dedication to their craft tested by low-budget British film catering. And so it's incumbent on all of us as storytellers. The more open and expansive our stories are, the more open and expansive our society will be, our hearts will be. The more we hold others with stories, the more we can be free in ourselves. And I've got to be honest, I've often not felt free in myself. I grew up code switching between different languages, classes, and cultures, always leaving part of myself at the door. You know, it helped me really start acting. I thought acting was all about making masks and wearing them, becoming someone else. And if this last 15 years of my career has been about that, I hope the next 15 years is about learning how to take those masks off and offering more of myself. But it's only possible to do that when you feel held. So I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for holding me and embracing me tonight. Thank you.